Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Middenmoon. I'm playing an early play test. Let's get back to it. Last episode, we got through a lot of the grunt work of setting up our initial factory using the few components that they unlocked for us in the early game. But since then, or through the last episode, we've unlocked a few things that are going to help. The two biggest ones at the bottom of the screen here are the beam separator. That's going to allow us to split these color these energy beams that are made up of two different colors. We can split them into their two component colors, and that's going to help us cross beams. We'll see if I can work my way through that, but that's going to be a big help, so we don't have to keep running our beams here in crazy directions like spaghetti. And then the other one obviously is our belt launcher and our belt catcher, and that's allowing us to basically just hop over belts here. Boom, boom. So we can clean up some of the design here. Let's look at what our goals are, and we'll pursue new goals, and then maybe do the cleanup kind of along the way, clean up of the existing factory. So our next goal here. See, we've got two things to look at. Let's do the goal first. The goal is AI candle. It's going to unlock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different recipes, it looks like. And then it's going to unlock a disassembler. That's just probably like another machine classifier, belt merger, and belt loader. So we definitely want to do that. We look at the recipe for that. We need 100. That doesn't seem like that's bad. Oh, I think we saw last episode too. If we go into recipes, I think we saw those AI candles are used for a whole bunch of stuff, right? Yeah, look at the consumption side here. There's a whole bunch of recipes here, like about 10. They're going to need AI candles. So when we build this factory, we may want to build it with some scale right out of the gate if we can. I think with the belt jumper thing, belt launchers, we should be able to do it. We'll take a look. And then the other thing we can consider is the upgrades. And that's xenonite sheets. It looks like we need a bunch of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 upgrades that could use these. 5, 6. So maybe this isn't a bad idea to have this kind of started and have this running in the background. Let's see what those are. Xenonite sheets. Let's look at the recipes for those. Are we doing those already? Oh, there we go. Xenonite sheets. Oh, we're gonna need the AI candle. So and this whole recipe is locked. So we're not even able to make the xenonite sheets yet. Only 2 ways to make them, and they're both locked. So that's gonna steer us in a direction of doing the AI candles first, which is fine. Let's see, machine breaking and sludge resonation. Just out of curiosity, are we gonna unlock those with this goal? Yeah, machine breaking gets unlocked with this goal. So it's AI candles. We got to do those first. All right, recipes. It's the E. What is that? E key for recipes. I'll try and remember that. All right. AI candle. What do we need? Clean weapons, clean machines, and organic circuits. Yeah, we have all those things in a magenta beam. So we just need to route all those into computer. Did we unlock computer? Yeah, we did. There it is. Cool. All right. So weapons, clean machines, and organic circuits. Oh man, let's see. We got clean machines coming out of this guy, right? Clean weapons. Oh man, how are we going to organize this? This one is doing our clean weapons. So those are up here. Those aren't bad. Clean weapons, clean machines. Maybe we can run those out to the left. And then the organics are down here, right? I think so. Maybe we just shoot this stuff over to the left. Try and take it from there. Let's get on it. Let's just get on it. Shift. Okay, I got to get out of this. Shift, left click. We're going to delete this stuff. Right click, delete this belt. I'm just going to move the ingredients off to the left so we have a place to work. I need a little belt jumperoni over here. Back one. Another one here, and then we're going to need catcher. Here and a catcher here. Oops. Okay, looks like I need a space between the catcher and the next launcher. Let's erase these and we'll move our launcher back one. Launcher. Whoops, did it not take? It did? Yeah, belt launcher, belt catcher. Early, there it goes. Yeah, it looks like it needs a space where it needs to feed to a belt, not another launcher. All right, more of the same. Let's get out of here. Launcher. Launcher. Catcher. Catcher. Belt. Here's our clean machines. We need to do the same thing for these guys right here. If I was smart, I would put a splitter here. Let's do that just to do it. Say what I'm thinking. Since this is backed up, I may as well have them going into the hub. Still not quite sure on these levels how these impact us, these different levels. But I want to keep sending these clean weapons down into the hub if I have extras. So let's throw a splitter down. I think we can configure this. Top we can block. And then I think, let's see, overflow direct. Oh, overflow divert. Overflow divert mode directs items straight ahead until the belt is backed up. Then it diverts excess items to the sides. If the direction has a filter set, then all items that type must exit that way. So we want that. Overflow divert. So all the extras, if we have them, wrong control, can just go in there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that with these guys or not. I guess I can. I want to send these off to the right. So let's figure out how we want to do that. I want to be able to do that same diversion thing. I probably want to route this a little different. Like here. Down. Crossed. Crossed. This is going to be our little splitter configured the same way as the one we just did. I'll block that. I don't need to block this, but I'll do it. And then we just go overflow. Okay, so overflow is going to go down there. And these clean machines we're going to send to the right. I'll select all this stuff, get rid of it, delete. And then a bunch of little jumper dudes. Boink. And catchers. And belts. Boom. 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 It's taking me forever, but we're doing it. We are doing it. These are our organics. I guess I could come underneath, or we can. Let's come up here. I want these kind of traveling in roughly the same direction as the other guys. Boom. Boom. Right. All this. Delete. 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 Catcher. All right. Trying to get a little tiny, teeny bit more organized. So these guys can come across here. And we'll hop there. And I need a space to pull this off. Got to be back one because we need that extra space. So this is going to have to come back 2. Because looks like this belt launcher needs to, or the belt catcher actually has to feed a belt. It can't feed another launcher. At least that's what I'm seeing so far. Boom. 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 Launcher. Belt. Check it out. We get our 3 inputs. They're all in a happy little row here. And this overflow looks like it's working. All right, there's our 3 ingredients. But we want to scale this. We want to scale this if we can. Now let's look at the recipe one more time. We're doing AI candles. But I remember the E key and I didn't. AI candles. New weapons. Machine clean, organic circuits, and I need a magenta beam. Magenta, for my little notes here, is red and blue. They do show the colors down here in the bottom right corner. Doesn't help me a whole lot being colorblind, but so I have some little notes here. Magenta, red, and blue. Do I have that already? Kind of wish I could tell. Because I can't tell what color these are. Oh, let's block this beam. Boom. Here's a blue. That's a green, right? Yeah, blue and a green maybe. I can kind of almost tell, but I just don't have the confidence to know these colors here. Color blindish. That's my red beam. There's magenta beam. So there's magenta right here, right? We already made it. Yeah, there's red and blue, magenta here. So we could split this beam. Shoot it up. Over here somewhere. Let's do that. In fact, I think we can just put a splitter here where this deflector is. Grab brancher. Beam brancher. Split a beam. Combiner. Separator. Splitter. Okay. And this one I want to send the other direction. That's what I want. And then I want that magenta beam. I think we're going to do like a factory that is up and down over here somewhere with a bunch of computers. And I just need to run a beam through it. So like this guy. Boom. Then let's do computers. Where I'm going with this. Boom. There is cut and copy recipe commands. I have notes for those, but for now, I just want to do it. I just want to get it done. AI training. Let's see. What is it? I'll do it. Copy settings is shift right mouse button. Shift right, and then shift left is paste. Got 4 computers set up for AI training, and then we're going to want to feed in belts here, right? So we know there's going to be some splitter action going on. Boom. Boom. And then we know we're going to have to do some hopping. So I may need to move these down. So this is our first input coming in. We're never going to want to go off to the left. So let's block the left. And then I think I can do right click, shift left. I mean, shift right, then shift left click to paste those configuration settings. And then what? Belts here. You need to go in, you need to go in, and you need to go in. This guy needs to hop. And he hop. We'll find out. We'll find out when we do it. Okay, there's a hop. That guy needs to hop. And this guy does not need to hop, right? You catchers. That's it, right? But then we saw the catchers need a belt to land on. I think all this stuff has to be moved down. Let's see if I shift select. Can I just move you, or do I gotta do the control X? Think I need it like this. Boom. I know I'm doing this kind of goofy. All right. And then I think this, if I was smart, I guess I would have copied all this stuff too, right? I'll figure it out. It's going to take me a little while to get it perfect here. Boom, 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 boom. Hopefully it's clear what I'm intending to do here. I don't think I need filters on these. We'll just split. I mean, I can set it to do overflow where it always feeds the first one, and or it always sends down to the last one and overflows to the side, but I don't think that matters for this. Recipes are selected. We got our inputs. We need to deal with the outputs. Oh, nice. There's no extra outputs to deal with. No trash. We're just going to get the AI candles. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I like that. Happy about that. All right, let's run some more beltages here. All right. We'll find out. We'll find out. Belt placement's pretty darn easy in this game. I kind of like it. All right. Do we have what we need for our little AI candles? We're about to find out. We may need to scale. We're probably going to have to scale up the ingredients for these. It looks like it's not going to be so great. Check it out. The computers look kind of cool. I like the animation on that. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so these guys are filling up with AI candles. We need to send those to the hub. We're going to need bunch of these. Do I have mergers yet? They will merge automatically. Let's go. Let's do our output belts up. Belt flinger. This one's got to come back one. Here. Nope, it's got to come back two because I need a the catcher. Catcher. Okay. Let's do tops. Boom, 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 boom. All right, there's our little AI candles going. I'm just looking over here to see which supply is the weakest. Looks like it's the weapons, the clean weapons, right? And it looks like these 4 computers are going to more than keep up with our inputs as they stand right now. Looks like weapons needs to be scaled up. That's this guy. And of course, what's holding this guy up is probably this solution. T solutions. It takes for me to pronounce that. But now that we have splitters, could scale this guy down, right? Thinking if I want to wait for the goal or not. 70 before I shut off production to scale up this thiomine solution or whatever it is. But this will be easy. We kind of know what we need to do. We can start doing some of it right now while we wait. This guy, I kind of want belt, something like that. Whoa, man, there's that mission accomplished sound. All right, we unlocked something. Recipes, disassembler. Computers we had. Classifier, I'm not sure if we had that or not. Warehouse, we haven't used that yet. See if there is a use for it. I think we should scale this thing up. And then, yeah, let's scale this up. And then we can look at the upgrade. This Xenonite sheets. Let's scale up this stuff first. This shouldn't be too bad. Let's see. Select U, Control C. Boom. And then splitters. Ooh, we got the merger now. Splitter here and here. Let's do it. This one. Whoops, that was me trying to copy the recipe. It's shift, right click, shift, left click. Nope. Into there. This guy's gonna hop. That. This guy. these guys over. Yeah, these canisters. Let's route these a little different. Just for looksies. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Make sure I don't delete any of my little laser guys, laser deflectors and things. Then belts. Then I think I can cut and paste at this point. At least this part. Let's get rid of all that. Delete. There. Not that beam extended, so these guys can be powered. And let's see if we can do some cut and paste in here. Yeah, I need two, I think. Oh, what happened there? We'll see. There we go. We got to worry about the outputs. If I can I wonder if I can leverage the same thing. All right, let's not do that. Let's delete this. That over. We'll see. I may need more belts. I may need more filters for this. It's like, yeah, it's going to back up. A little too much going through there. So what can we do about that? Let's copy this. And then bring these down. How do I want to do it? How do I want to do it? Thinking. Don't need that. This guy. Whoa, not what we want to have happen. This guy can just go straight down. And this guy needs to hop. Kind of where I want to put it. Let's do it there. Oh, this catcher can go in a different orientation if we want. Wrong key. Wrong key again. Rotate. Rotate up. Does. It's a little better, right? A little better. This could probably be moved down. It looks like I could handle 3. Maybe not. That belt is saturated. Obviously, we could divide that up earlier and stuff, but right now, I'm happy with where it is, I think. It should get us more AI candles. I hope. Is that the best we're going to do? Oh, we have to scale this up now. Kind of don't want to. Let's look at the next upgrade. I want to, but I also want to get this going. Xenonite sheets. Let's take a quick look at the recipe for that one again. AI candles, clean machines, and oil. Thinking. Clean machines, we currently have a surplus just because our clean weapons are kind of weak, still kind of anemic. But we got clean machines there. We've got fraudulent oil stuff. We could separate these 2 belts. What are we doing with that oil now? Is that used? Oh man, what a mess. Yeah, that's being used for organics. Obviously, all this stuff can be scaled. Now that we have the better components, we can start making factories that look like this. A little more compact and a little more organized. Just thinking what to do. I mean, one option would be to rework all this stuff between episodes, so it's a little cleaner. Kind of don't feel like it. The other option is just incrementally get better as we go. Do a little bit of cleanup here and there as we go. What that means in the near term is probably separating out this belt between the 2 different types of liquids that are coming out of there. We know one needs to go down this way and one needs to go down that way, but we need that sorting to happen way earlier here. So if we went with 2, we'd have to do another filter here. Let's get that started and then we'll call it an episode if we can get this part done. So let's maybe start in there. Let's put another splitter down. In fact, I'm going to that belt too, just so we don't have products flowing through. So for this guy, I don't want anything going down. And we'll put one of the oils going to the side. Let's do that one to the right. And the fraudulent going up. Then blue one or whatever, the tea stuff, tea solution. Kind of needs to come across this way. Boom, catcher. Stand this guy up. That. So that'll be the new path for that solution. And the other stuff, the yellow stuff, right now it's coming down this path. Really needed way out there. Sludge is going to go down. That's going to go up, but I probably need, guessing I need a few spaces, right? If I need to run belt jumpers and flingers and catchers in between. Let's do here. Oh, can I go over like that? Interesting. Looks like I can. Yeah, I don't have a miner on that. We'll worry about this later. If I have to move it later, we will. Just trying to get some straight runs going instead of zigzaggy throughout the factory. Up. Okay, that's going to be the fraudulent oil. Making its way where it needs to be. And all this other oil can go. I think these guys are ready to hook up. Boom. And I need to do the same thing with this. So what's the easiest way to do that? Let's cut off the flow here for a second, fellas. So I can think and see what I'm doing. That piece, right? Just deleting stuff here with the right click. It's that. Except these need to now feed up into this guy. Let's try it. Jump. Trying to keep these separate just for throughput, keeping the fraudulent oil separate from the thiotimoline solution belt so we can scale up a little better rather than just sending them through here before this splitter. So I need a jump. I think I need a jump. Yeah, this is guy. Whoop, wrong key again. R. That just needs to hook up here. And this one, I think just hooks up there, right? I think. And then we need the waste. This is currently our little waste belt. So let's do catch. Second. Wait a minute. Let's put this guy here. Let's find out. This can go up. Something like that, right? Something like that. This bottom one will go away, and then we'll just keep scaling this formula, these two guys, to speed that up. But now we've at least separated the fraudulent oil from the thiamine solution. And I think I can split and hop out of here if I need to and pull some supply off of this. Tell you what, let's wrap this episode here. I'm going to scale this up maybe two or four more chemical plants. So maybe we'll have 8. And then when we get back, let's work on this xenonite sheets. Because man, I think that's the way to go. We want to get those into the hub. We need thousands of them for upgrades. Xenonite sheets. We've got the recipe unlocked. We need AI candles, clean machines, fraudulent oil. Yeah, we have all this stuff. Red beams and magenta beams. Magenta beam, is that what we just did? I think we did. Yeah, we can reuse that one. And we'll find a red beam. Oh, we can even split the red out of that magenta beam. So we'll finally get to use this beam separator. Yeah, let's do that next episode. Between episodes, like I said, yeah, I'm going to scale this up just 4 more. We may not need it, but I'm going to do it anyway. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Again, this is Middenmoon. I'm playing an early playtest. Pretty cool game. Kind of new problems to solve. That's what I like in a new factory game. New problems to solve and new concepts. I like the beam combining and the beam splitting kind of stuff here. Belts, not a whole lot new with belts. You know, you got hoppers here instead of underground belts. But kind of like it. Feels polished. You know, it's minimalist, but it definitely feels polished. It's easy to place the belts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I want to thank Glidercat patrons and channel members sincerely and deeply for their support. As I post this, it's been a while since I posted videos regularly, and all my channel members and patrons stayed with me. So I am grateful and super appreciative of that. Hopefully I can get more videos out faster. But I do sincerely appreciate that support. And with that, I'll catch you all in the next episode.